Hello everyone, this is Julie from Femme Mécanique Designs. Today I will be talking about one of the most beautiful green stones you can find, but rare to find, called Gaspéite. In this video, I will show you how I came across Gaspéites, the unboxing, comparing the Gaspéite and the Green Dream, cutting them, localities and specificities, cabochon and jewelry making, excerpts from live streams, comparing different polishing compounds, and don't forget the Let's Talk About Rocks Gaspeite edition. I will go even more in depth. First, let's start with the beginning. Why am I doing a video about Gaspéites? Well, somebody saw my video when I was purchasing stones in Tucson and decided to get in touch with me to sell me some of his beautiful Gaspéites, and I said yes. Without further ado, let's open the box. The package arrived when I was in Toronto, and when I came back, I was so excited. I'm just excited every time I open a box with rocks. I did purchase a big Gaspéite and also some small other stones. So this is a gift. Very heavy. So this is the Gaspéite that I purchased. It has kind of sparkling pieces. I don't know if it's because it's really hard and it has kind of crystals inside. Okay, so I just want to show you the difference between both rocks. This one is the type of Gaspéite, nickel carbonate, from the USA, sold by Silver Hill Lapidary. I'm gonna put this information in the description. And this is the Gaspéite from Quebec, the really high grade. For sure, like this one is probably 10 times more expensive. It became super rare, but they will try to find another vein. Now let's get a piece of the Green Dream. This stone was discovered just a few years ago in Nevada, I think by Jeffrey Hill and McKay Anderson, because that's the only two people I've seen selling this rock. It looks a lot like a Gaspéite and has nickel carbonate, but is quite unique and different. Don't you think that it looks like organs? The Green Dream has a more yellow green and was kind of easy to cut. Now let's cut the Gaspéite. It was a really smooth cut. I'm amazed to see that the matrix sometimes is similar between both stones. It has kind of a beige brown color to it and also has little speckles of black. Have a look at them together to see the difference. It seems like the Green Dream has so much more going on. They're like sister stones. Okay, let's keep going. This side is different. I just wonder if I should keep some of the brown, or should I go with the pure green? Did you know that some of the beige orange is dolomite? Let's do one this way. For those of you who are not familiar with Canada's provinces, I reside in Quebec, and this is the province where you can find the Gaspéite. When I was a kid at school, they were telling us that to remember Quebec's shape, it's like a dog with its mouth open and the tongue coming out. So there, the Gaspé Peninsula would be the jaw. While I was editing, I was wondering, will I ever be able to differentiate the green turquoise and the Gaspéite apart? Well, you have to check their density. That experiment is gonna be for another video. So what I'm gonna do with them is back them. Just a really thin backing to make sure it is super strong, but they're gonna still be natural. So I'll make 2 cabochons with this and 2 jewelry. Oh, look here. A little peekaboo of green blue. I would say that both stones are very lovely. The Gaspéite is easier to work with, but the Green Dream has so many possibilities. So these are the stones I'll be cutting. On the left, it's the Green Dream. On the right, it's the Gaspéite. I'm going to roughly shape all of the stones, and then I will put a backing formula. It is called Devcon. I thought I would back all of these rocks too, because I don't want to throw the putty away, because I'm gonna have way too much. So these here have been dry for a long time, but these I just cut them an hour ago, pre-shaped, and I just want to make sure they don't have any humidity inside. So let me dry them up on a hot plate. It's not super hot, but it'll just remove the humidity. Okay, I just left them for 10 minutes. So I've put a piece of plastic as my surface area, so when I push my stone in the backing, it's gonna stay flat and it's not gonna stick. Also here I have my instructions, and I've looked at which one it was. It's the plastic steel A putty. So here it says ratio by weight 9:1 and volume ratio 2.5:1. Let's look at them. Oh. Ooh, funky. It looked old when I purchased it, but just if it's well sealed, it should be fine. Just don't want to touch it. So that's the hardener. This one is just the putty, resin putty. So basically there's by weight. I'm not gonna calculate by weight, so just by the volume. So I need 1 part this, 2.5 part of this. It is a pricey putty. Hopefully it's gonna work. Just gonna use this guy to mix. I'll mix on this surface, on this side. It's very sticky. It's more expensive than JB Weld and more complicated to mix, but the result is worth it. I'm gonna start with that. I'm guessing this should be 1, 2.5. We'll know at the end. And you have quite a while, like you have a lot of time to mix. So you should mix thoroughly. So here we go. My dad was in construction, and I feel that I took after him to mix grout. If you are a lapidary artist, what backing have you used? Are you creative with your backing? And let's say if you use other types of plastic or even glass, what kind of adhesive would you use in between? Just clear epoxy or something else? Let us know so we can experiment. Gonna bag these two as well.
I had a bit of extra putty, so I thought I would look around and back some of the things that I had in the shop. Sometimes you have to relax.
Whee! Hello! So I'm gonna explain what I'm doing right now. So I have two beautiful rocks. This one I just received it. It's the Gaspéite, and this one is the Green Dream. I back them, and now I'm gonna try to cap them and make jewelry. Let's see what happens. I didn't know that the Gaspéite has some orangey brown colors to it sometimes, and it has also some speckles of black. Some parts were shining. Is it like a crystal? It's like a zebra. Gonna move over to the second one.
US?
Yeah, they look so similar. So these are the stones that I cut yesterday. For these ones, I've used cerium oxide. You see on the top one, it's the Green Dream. There was kind of a druzy, there was some clay, and the clay just melted apart. It came apart. But the shine is pretty good. Then, this one was done with tin oxide. I don't know if the tin I have is coarse, but it's not shining. It has like a matte finish. This one is the Green Dream, but I think the Green Dream sometimes reminds me of a nephrite jade. So it would be a pretty cool finish to use this tin oxide for. And I'll buy some of the Diamond Pacific tin oxide to compare it for the next experiment. This one was finished with chrome oxide. It's a bit more shiny, but it undercut. So I think this one would be better to just use cerium on it. And then my little mountain cloud and my oval, these two are Gaspéites, and I've used chrome oxide Zam, and I really enjoy the finish. So what I'm gonna do is back them. I was too in a hurry to finish my video, so if I want to make jewelry with them, it's best if it's backed. So I'm gonna back them, finish them, and make something. So for now, that's over. So this is the result.
I had so much fun working with Gaspéite.
Take care, everyone.
Don't forget to go over and watch Let's Talk About Rocks, Gaspéite edition. Bye bye.